Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy's horror, Bill's threat, and Predator Poppy's danger. Here are next week's spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans should anticipate that Bill Spencer will have to deal with a fresh danger. John Finnegan drops the truth bomb, and Steffy Forrester Finnegan responds. Furthermore, Penelope Poppy Nozawa appears to have no escape route. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week, as you continue reading. Finn knew immediately that he had to tell Steffy the truth about Luna Nozawa. Finn has tried several times to tell his wife the truth, but has failed. Although Steffy is still unaware of Luna, she is aware that Finn has a very significant message for her. Steffy has, of course, been preoccupied with her own conflict at Forrester Creations. Next week, Steffy will be appalled if Finn tells her the truth. It might be too much for Steffy to handle, no matter how much she loves Finn. Sheila Carter Sharp and then Luna almost killed Steffy. Steffy will therefore never be able to accept Luna as Finn's daughter. However, if Finn doesn't tell anyone about this, it can result in some risky situations. In any event, Poppy is undoubtedly becoming a more formidable predator every week. Poppy comes out as more predatory the more she badgers Finn and demands silence. Bill is facing a new challenge, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Remy Price is no longer incarcerated. When Remy arrived at Bill's estate, she was looking at pictures of the Spencers. Remy probably wants to get revenge on Will Spencer, but he never thought he would discover a juicy truth. Remy might gain some clout once he discovers that Bill is concealing Luna. Fans can anticipate that Daphne Rose and Steffy will continue to work on the takeover reversal plan next week. Hope Logan seemed to be fully embracing her villainous persona. Carter Walton seems frightened of his own girlfriend, too. That might result in Carter taking some covert action to put things right, without telling Hope. It appears that a significant change in power may occur shortly in light of Carter's confession and Ridge Forrester's most recent information. In the end, where does it leave Hope? What is Hope going to do next? At Forrester Creations, Hope Logan is feeling isolated. The dynamics of the business were drastically altered when Carter Walton deceitfully persuaded Ridge and Steffy Forrester to sign the LLC's authority over to him. After most of the family left in protest, Carter and Hope took over the business. At best, those who kept their jobs felt conflicted, and it now appears that Carter's own guilt is causing the international luxury company he had envisioned to fail. When Carter offered her the CEO post, Brooke Logan accepted with the goal of remaining in his ear. Ridge has been told by Brooke that quitting his position was never meant to be a betrayal, but rather a means of persuading Carter to act morally. Brooke and Carter have spent a lot of time talking about remorse, highlighting how this coup has cost them both Ridge. The two men had a heartfelt embrace after acknowledging that they have missed their friendship more than anything else, suggesting that it has finally worked. Seeing Hope's incapacity to read the room at Ivy's jewelry launch was nearly agonizing. For starters, Ivy Forrester wasn't even there on the big day, and even though the launch went well, nobody was really celebrating. As Hope ran around gloating over their win, Carter, Brooke, Steffy, and everyone else were visibly conflicted. Feeling like a traitor, Carter finally told Hope the truth and recommended that this success be their way to end things on a high note. Hope finds it difficult to comprehend his suggestion that they apologize for their dishonesty. Hope burst out in shock upon discovering that they aren't even on the same page, much less in the same book. Hope hurried to the design office to speak with her mother after failing to persuade Carter to change his mind, but Brooke didn't offer much assistance. Brooke has no trouble telling Hope that he is not on her side in this infrequent occurrence. She informs her that Carter is also missing his closest buddy, and that taking the company was never acceptable. When Brooke questions why Carter spends every holiday with the Forresters and doesn't talk about his family, Hope tries to downplay the influence of Ridge on Carter's life, but is unsuccessful. Oddly, given that she has been declaring her love for him for months, Hope is unsure of the response. When Hope comes to speak with Carter after receiving little encouragement from Brooke, she discovers him in a bare embrace with Ridge. She thought she could prevent him from interacting with Ridge, and now it's obvious that she was right in the face of it. The only person who genuinely thinks that taking over the business was a smart move is Hope. What do you think she'll do next? Will the role be recast in light of the new Thomas Forrester hints? Will Thomas Forrester be recast? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there may be some new hints about him. What prospects does Thomas have for the future? Rich Forrester brought up Thomas in his most recent altercation with Brooke Logan on the episode that aired on February 19th. Rich complained about Hope Logan's treatment of his son during that confrontation. In Ridge's opinion, Hope never intended to give him a genuine commitment. Instead, she utilized Thomas and prodded him along. Since Thomas relocated half a world away to avoid Hope and the suffering she gave him, Ridge has been complaining. It's obvious that Ridge misses Thomas and Douglas Forrester based on what he told Brooke. Ridge holds Hope responsible for the fact that he no longer spends much time with his son and grandchild. Some B&B fans are hoping that the conversation's heavy Thomas chatter is a hint of things to come. Is it possible that Thomas may return in the upcoming months? The last we heard, Thomas and Paris Buckingham, who was engaged to Thomas in France, were still preparing to get married at the Forrester estate. Of course, there is no assurance that the wedding will go through, but if it does, both characters will need to return. Thomas might return home prepared to wed Paris, or he might return unmarried and acknowledge that things didn't work out. Thomas might eventually realize he was on the rebound and that it wasn't meant to be because he hurried into that engagement far too quickly. In any case, many people are dissatisfied that Thomas isn't involved in the family drama, because the Forresters are currently suffering with a lot as a result of the LLC takeover. Another reason Thomas might come back is if Ridge and Taylor eventually get married. It goes without saying that not too long ago, Matthew Atkinson was taken out of the opening credits. Could that have been completed before a Thomas recast who will eventually shake up the canvas? In any event, Ridge has been missing Thomas and might have hinted at a comeback during his confrontation with Brooke. In order to give you additional predictions about what will happen to the character, it would be fantastic if Thomas could return in some way. Hope's heart is broken by Carter Walton. According to spoilers, Carter Walton will experience a startling change of heart during the next 2 weeks of Bold and the Beautiful, making it a must-watch daytime show. When Hope Logan slept with Carter, he took Forrester Creations for her, and she won the lottery. Hope won't enjoy what occurs next, though, as her new man is beginning to realize his mistake. Hope Logan maintains that she has nothing to do with the massive takeover of Forrester Creations, and is only assisting her lover Carter Walton in his business ventures. Viewers of Bold and Beautiful are aware that Carter would never have acted in the FC boardroom if Hope had not been involved. Carter seems to be experiencing buyer's remorse as his conscience begins to take over. Carter and Hope will talk about the Forrester family, and how things are going at work after they cleaned the house this week on the CBS soap opera. When Hope Logan's lover admits that he is beginning to feel guilty about removing Forrester from Ridge and Steffy, she will be caught off guard. Hope will undoubtedly take offense at his refusal to continue their workplace antics, and will likely point out that he is devoted to her rival Steffy Forrester rather than to her. Hope will lose it if Carter Walton's remorse overcomes him, and he returns Forrester Creations to its rightful owners. The hypotheses and rumors that she has only been using Carter are beginning to seem plausible. Why would she worry whether they were in command at FC if it was pure love? Do you believe Hope has been taking advantage of Carter all along? If he returns Forrester Creations to Ridge and Steffy, would she leave him?